Let me get to the beginning of this poem. It's really long. It's also the first one that I actually wrote dedicated to someone. It's the first time I actually kind of say names. Normally I like to keep my poetry in like the U's and the I's and keep it more universal. So I'm a little nervous. And if I can get to the top of this, alright. To my father, a modern-day Greek tragedy. That is what you have let yourself become. Perhaps too enamored of a world left behind, you cling to your old ways like Christians cling to faith. I wish you would adapt. You talk of the world now, it's dog eat dog, it's survival of the fittest out there be. Don't get mad, get even. I hate you and I love you, but most of all I pity you. I love you for a happy childhood, I hate you for ending it, but most of all I pity you. Because you are the smartest man I have ever known, and yet you are unable to understand anything. I love you for long summer Saturdays where we would go out to the Oakdale Cheese Factory, take the back roads home. Up my arms would go in big old blue when we traveled along the reservoir. Pretend the hills were a roller coaster and we would weave our way through the meadow, down to the lakeside to catch frogs, to bring back to Mom. I loved you for knowing everything. I loved you for teaching me everything. I knew the night sky so well. I could travel the Milky Way and navigate my way back to your arms. I loved you so much that I began to hate you when you left me. You taught me that the fairs interlock and will never be with me in life. That if you wanted something done, you had to do it yourself. There's no one in this world that will look out for you, so you had to look out for number one. That if someone gets you mad, don't let your lizard brain take over, but rather get even. That vengeance was in our blood, ran thick as molasses, and we would get what's ours. After embedding me with these phrases, for all my life you left me alone to put them to use. Trite cliches became hardened phrases. Shake it off, baby B, transformed into quit your crying, stop being such a girl. More often than not, I wasn't even graced with the presence of words, left down to stare a wooden door with the clinking of a typewriter ringing in my ears. I will hate you for leaving me to face this cruel world all by myself, because even with all your knowledge, I was still torn and battered, and I had to discover that you were fallible. I stopped hating you the very same moment I started to pity you. It started with a conversation. I don't remember how it began. Probably about how life was screwing you left and right, how Mother was talking back to you, how Emily was screaming at you, about how I pointed out your every flaw, about how Emily and I stopped acting like you were the hero, like we used to. That all you wanted us to actually see was all the work you've been doing for us. That you wanted to be the hero again. And my heart shattered. How can I hate a man who is trying and failing so spectacularly to be the hero of his story? Daddy, can't you see that you are the hero of the story, the protagonist, but you are also your own worst enemy, the antagonist, your tragic flaw, your hamartia is the fact that you have hubris. Your pride in yourself, that you are right, that you are entitled, that you are the hero of the story, the only character, that you neglect any wrong in yourself. Your tragic flaw is that you think you have no flaw and that the world is yours and yours alone. You think that I am pointing out your wrongs, but here's the perpetua. I am only trying to save you from yourself. I am trying to trigger an agnorasis before it is too late and your fall from grace, which is long overdue, will happen, and that you will become the shadow of the man I once knew. Pitied, hated, and loved. It was only tonight where I had my own agnorasis on how I felt about you. I hated you, but only a fifth as much as I loved you. And I pity you because I am telling you I love you, and all you can see is an ungrateful daughter pointing out the flaw that I hold highest in contempt. I have recognized its danger and see it too often in myself because I'm looking at you and I vow to never follow in your footsteps. I am asking for you to have your own agnorasis and catharsis similar to the one that I have just typed out now, and that you need to have them before it is too late. I love you, I hate you, I pity you. You are a modern-day Greek tragedy, and you don't even see it.